Okay, everybody, I am putting in the 100% pure pumpkin. So I'm going to put this in now. And then, okay, then I'm going to put half a cup of sugar. There we go. And I'll be right back. Okay, so it takes 1.5 cups of evaporated milk, in which I don't have, so I'm just going to use regular milk, whole milk. So I've already put a half a cup, so I'm putting 1 cup in and a half of milk, and the recipe says evaporated milk, which a lot of people really don't have, but if you're at the store, you can pick up a small can of it. And I grew up with evaporated milk because that's what my grandma and grandpa used to use for their coffee in the morning, is that form of milk. So I know what it is, and you have to have a taste for it. So, but I'm just gonna use regular milk. Okay, be back. Okay, so I'm gonna put a teaspoon of ginger in, and then what I'll do is I'll put in teaspoon of vanilla. I like vanilla. I like to use it. And then there. And then it takes a half a teaspoon of ginger, which I'll put in, and then it takes 1/4 of a teaspoon of clove. So you got to be really careful when you use those two spices, because you could overspice it, and I don't know if you've tasted it where it's overspiced. It's not very good taste. So you got to be really careful when you use certain spices, because some can overpower other ones. Like I'm going to show you how to do bizcochitos, and I use extract anise, and same scenario is you have to be very careful with certain extracts or spices. But let me also, I'm going to put in 2 eggs. So I'm going to put in 2 eggs once I turn off the video, and then I'll come back. Okay, and then I'm going to put in a tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm going to put a tablespoon and a half. So I put everything in, I put the eggs in, and I'll take a picture to let you see what it looks like. Or I'll do a video to let you see what it looks like. Okay, there's the mixture with everything in it, as you can see. And then I'm going to beat it up, and then what else was going to say? I'm going to beat it up, and then I'll be right back, and I'll show you what the texture looks once I blend it all together. Okay, I'm just using a pie crust that's I bought from the store because it's easier. Because I have to make bizcochitos, and so whichever way I could do that makes my life easier for Thanksgiving, I'll do. So this is the pie crust. So so I'm going to put my pie crust in to my bowl. I mean my pie pan. Okay. Fit it all in there. I have a little piece that broke off, but I guess I don't need it. So, okay, so then I'm just going to get the crust to stick to the side of the pan. Just use your thumb and push inward. My grandma would get very upset with me if she saw what I was doing, because she made everything fresh, homemade. But I didn't do it. So you can see how we can get the crust to stick with your thumb. Okay, almost done, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and what I'm going to do is push in to the sides, and then make sure it's all the way around with my finger like this, right? Make sure it sticks to the pan. And then what you do is you get a knife, and you just cut around it, take the excess stuff off. See? Can you see what I'm doing? Just using the knife to cut around. take off the excess to the pie crust. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. All the way around. Pretty easy. Okay. See? It's all the way off. Okay, you can see how it's all in there in depth. See? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. I am going to make sure you can see. Let's push this back. Okay. Now I'm going to pour the pumpkin mix in. See? There we go. Okay. I think I got it all out. So what you do now is you preheat your oven to 425. Put your pumpkin pie in. Let it cook for 15 minutes. Then turn it down to 325. Look how pretty that looks. 325. Look how pretty that looks. So at 325, then you cook for 30 to 40 minutes, and you'll see that the center is cooking. And once it's done, I'll bring it right out and you can look at it. Doesn't it look good? So I'll be back after it's cooked. So this is pumpkin pie from Tish's Dishes. Ye scrumptious, yummy, yummy, yummy. Got love in my tummy for some pumpkin pie. Okay, the pumpkin pie is ready. So I wanted to take a video of it, and then I'm going to take a bite and try it and tell you how it tastes. So be right back. Okay, I am back now. I'm going to taste the pumpkin pie. Let's taste it. A little bit of can you see it? Yum. So I'm going to get a little bit of pumpkin pie and some whipped cream. It's really good. The pumpkin pie is real, like how would you say, like fluffy. Has a really fluffy taste to it. It is really good. It is really good. I always say homemade pumpkin pie is always the best. And so, oh, my camera's gone a little bit darker. I have to turn on the lights because it's getting dark. So, try this recipe, you'll like it. It's really good. And the crust is real flaky. And I'll show you how to make crust too. Pretty much I have had a busy day cleaning house, baking. We started yesterday, and so finishing my bread, and then I still have to make my bizcochitos, and I'm going to show you how to do those. Those are very time consuming, but this pumpkin pie, I got to tell you, is to die for. So this recipe is so easy, and I'll put the recipe on the back of like I did on all my YouTube videos of how to make it. And just remember, everything made at home is such more better for you, and it tastes so good. And now with the COVID here, it's better to stay home and eat at home, and follow my recipes. I'll show you a lot more. There's more to come. Tish's Dishes from Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'm Letitia Montoya. And subscribe and ring that bell to Tish's Dishes. Bye, everybody.